Hello. Today I'm going to be discussing my homemade pulse blink diagnostics tool that I have thrown together for about $13. And I'll show you that right now. This is for my W124 M104 1993 300E Mercedes-Benz. Now, for most of you out there, you will find a few diagnostics reading tools for these years of 1986 through 1995. But I am going to be discussing my OBD1 that I have created and or built. Okay, it's very simple. Most likely or not, you're going to find on Amazon, not on Amazon, my bad, on eBay, you're going to find the genuine Mercedes diagnostics tool, or you're going to find kits, how to build one and stuff like that. And it's really simple to build one yourself, and I did it for $13 by using schematics for the diagnostics reader tool off of benzworld.com, which is like the forum threads. There's threads all over you can find for the schematics, the wiring for the diagnostics tool. Now, when you put that together, coincide it with the schematics that you receive with the momentary push button. Remember, it has to be a momentary push button. It can't be like a switch or anything, just a momentary push button. With that coinciding, you can come up with this tool very easily. You can transcribe across with the two schematics and come up with this tool just simply. Now, as you see, I kind of did a terrible job at soldering, but push comes to shove, it works just fine the way it's supposed to. And I'll show you how it works. First off, right now, I have my car completely off, no key in the ignition. Okay, so that way that this little diagnostics reading port has no power going to it. Okay, so what I do, these wires I found in my house, they are auto wires made specifically for the engine bay or marine vehicles. They are waterproof, obviously, inside of the insulation, but this insulation is rated for up to it's like 600 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's rated for about 600 volts, so it's pretty good. All you need, I mean, this is only, it's real simple. People tend to think resistance and stuff like that, but these wires, they're just wires. And it's simply just to receive a code and to blink the light, okay? It doesn't have to be complicated. All right, so on my W124, 1 is ground, 16 is direct current, and white is your test prong. 4mm banana plugs. I bought these 3 on Amazon Prime and or Amazon. You don't have to have Prime, I don't think, unless you want better shipping. I bought these banana plugs for about $3, $2, around there. That push button, about $8, around there. All right, so it doesn't really matter what order you do this in, but with the accessory off, because you're not going to blow a fuse with it off, or with the ignition off, okay? But 1 is ground, red is direct current, 16 on mine, white is on what you'll find on the schematics and whatnot, and or the genuine Mercedes diagnostics tool. You'll find that the white wire is usually yellow, so I just put a little bit of heat shrink, and plus I did a white wire to completely separate from black and red. I'm going to put this in test port number 14. If you don't know, I'm going to explain. This is set up in groups, okay? 8 goes to a group of parts in your car. 7 goes to a group, and all these groups are they're similar parts, or the parts are all shared by one circuitry. All right. I don't really have to explain what is what, because quite honestly, this is just a test, and it shows exactly what it does, what my tool does. Every car is different, whether it be European or whether it be made for California emissions, but currently I am in New England, so this car is obviously for those emission testing rules and or laws. So anyways, for my car, you can see down in here, there's copper fittings. My only test ports are 8, 7, 6, 10, and 14. All others are unused. Okay, so currently I have it set up in its respective areas. That is currently sitting on the battery. I did it in a mason jar that I had for free, or that I had gotten for free for Christmas one year. It had jam in it. It's really simple. Just go by size. This was a 5/8, underneath 5/8, whatever, and I just drilled the hole to match the size. This is a grommet that I had, and ran the wires through. Okay, real simple. I soldered the ends of the banana plugs to the wires. The splice and or insulation cut shouldn't be any more than your thumbnail, and you just solder that together, and it came with these nice little insulator caps. Okay, and I just did the shrink wrap because mostly for aesthetics, because honestly you shouldn't be using this out in the rain or anything, so it doesn't matter if this is waterproof or not. Furthermore, when you find schematics, you'll find that it'll always have LED and momentary push buttons separate, but as long as you follow the schematics of both the original Mercedes-Benz Diagnostics tool and the push button that you buy, remember, make sure it's momentary push button, nothing else, then you can come up with the joined 2-in-1 button. Okay, so now you grab the good old handy dandy keys, put them in the ignition, turn it to accessory 2 only, do not start the car, and all of your cluster lights should come on, also known as idiot lights. Okay, cab of the car, come back over, and all these are plugged in respectfully, and all you do is follow the directions to the Diagnostics tool reader. Okay, all you have to do is press this for about 3 seconds in order to receive a code. That code will then dictate what is wrong with whatever grouping that number 14 goes to, so that way you can further diagnose and dive deeper into whatever's wrong with the engine. Currently I don't have to explain what number 14 goes to. This is all for showing purposes. Basically, I fixed everything that's wrong with it, and it should be showing, because for the purpose of this video, I haven't erased any codes yet, so it'll show 2 flashes. Come back. Okay, so if it does 1 flash, that means that there's no codes stored on the computer or the ECM. Okay, that's 1 flash. But if it comes back with a series of flashes, the first time you'll push down the button for 3 seconds, let go, it'll flash however many times. After that, you hold it down for 3 more seconds, and then it should show you another series of flashes if there are more codes than 1 stored on your ECM. In this case, there should only be 1 code stored. So all you do, okay, so you hold down 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You count the amount of flashes. So there's 2 flashes. To make sure that there are no more codes stored, you hold it down again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, so it did 2 times in a row. That means that there's only 1 code. Because if there are more than 1 code, then it's going to show you another series of flashes, a different number of flashes, and then it will repeat like that every time you hold down for 3 seconds. It will repeat until finally it repeats itself, or it will flash until it repeats itself the same number of the first number of flashes. And that will tell you that you've gone through all of the codes that are currently stored on your ECM. In order to erase that code, all you do is just check again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, immediately after, you hold it down for about 6 to 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it won't do nothing after that. So basically what it does is it erases that code off of the ECM. To check that, and to make sure that all codes are erased, or the 1 code that you're checking, you hold down for the 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And it flashes once. That means that that code is erased. And then you do it again. For each and every series of flashes, you keep on erasing them that way, in that fashion. Okay? Very simple, easy to do, and not very much cash involved. That is my Diagnostics Pulse Blink Diagnostics tool. Alright? Take care. Have a good day.